Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy. Today's video is brought to you by Mercury Insurance, which makes this a sponsored video. And at the beginning of all my sponsored videos, I let you know that it's a sponsored video so that you're aware. But you want to stick around because I've got some useful information in this video if you're getting your car serviced and you're wondering, do you really need those services that they're recommending? Now, you may have visited a local repair shop recently for an oil change, a tire rotation, something simple like that, and they came back with maybe a long list of things that they were recommending for your vehicle. I'm going to cover some of those things that they might have recommended, and then you can decide for yourself if those are things that you really need for your vehicle. Air filters are something I often see recommended on these lists. In fact, they may have gone so far as to remove it from your vehicle, brought it over to you, and showed you how dirty it was. Air filter replacement, for the most part, on many vehicles is an easy replacement and an easy thing to access. This is something you could possibly do yourself and save yourself the time, money, and expense of having someone else do it for you. Cabin air filters are another commonly recommended item, and on most vehicles, these are actually easy to replace, similar to air filters. Another thing that you could possibly do yourself. This one requires minimal tools to replace in this element. There's actually two up in here. And these look like they could use replacement. A fuel system cleaning is something that I often see that's recommended, but I don't feel is really necessary in most cases. In fact, I usually only break this thing out if I'm trying to combat a performance problem or an idle issue or something of that nature. As a general rule, I don't do a regular fuel system cleaning even on my own vehicles, despite the fact that I have this tool, because it's not often necessary in my opinion. Direct injection, however, is a different animal altogether. I've done a video about that I'll link down in the description for more information. An oil change with synthetic oil is another common upsell that I see that I feel isn't always necessary. Most engines are designed to run on conventional oil. They will run on conventional oil just fine. Check your owner's manual to find out for sure. As long as we're on the subject of oil changes, let's talk about the 3,000 mile oil change interval. That is something personally I feel that is long gone. There's no need to change your oil every 3,000 miles on a modern vehicle. Modern engines have a much better design and do not require an oil change at 3,000 miles. In fact, check your owner's manual and it will tell you the interval that they recommend, or in some cases vehicles have a maintenance minder that tell you when they want the oil changed. But as far as changing the oil every 3,000 miles, I don't do it. I change it every 5,000 to 7,000 miles in my vehicles and I'm just fine. Synthetic oil, yes, is better, and especially if you have a high mileage vehicle, there are special formulations for high mileage that could benefit your engine. But as a general rule, you don't necessarily need synthetic oil when you get an oil change. As for what oil to run in your engine, run whatever it says on the oil cap or in the owner's manual. Engineers spend a lot of time and effort to try to figure out the correct viscosity for the engine that they built. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Wiper blades are another common upsell, and my answer may surprise you. Change your wiper blades often. Now, a shop could do it for you and it could cost you more money, or you could do it yourself. A trip to the local auto parts store and a little bit of your time is probably all that's required. But I like to replace my wiper blades every 6 months or the minute they start to streak. Coolant flushes are another common upsell, and in my opinion, they're never required unless there's a problem. A problem being that there's a bunch of sediment or scale or something in the cooling system. That, in my opinion, is the only time a cooling system should be flushed. As a general rule, I don't flush cooling systems unless there's a problem. Yes, I do a drain and refill periodically based on the maintenance schedule of the vehicle, but outside of that, flushing, in my opinion, is something that's never necessary unless there's an issue. See your owner's manual for coolant change intervals for your vehicle. One service that I'm really not a fan of is automatic transmission fluid flushing. I'm not a fan at all of flushing the transmission fluid just for the sake of flushing the transmission fluid. If there's a problem and you're trying to correct it, yes, perhaps that service could help. But for the most part, your automatic transmission only needs its fluid and filter changed at the manufacturer recommended interval, and that's all you should have to do. Some transmissions, like this Honda transmission, require a special fluid, so you have to make absolutely sure that you're putting that special fluid in your transmission. It's very rare that you'll find an automatic transmission flushing machine in a general repair shop that's going to contain the fluid that may be specific to your transmission. Not using the correct fluid in your transmission could result in shifting problems and other issues. So be very cautious when somebody offers you a transmission fluid flush service. As for manual transmissions, I usually change the fluid whenever I replace a clutch. However, the manufacturer may have outlined in the owner's manual a fluid change interval based on time or mileage. Once again, make sure you're using the correct fluid according to the manufacturer in your transmission. Well, I hope the information contained in this video helps save you some money and some confusion the next time somebody walks up to you with a big list of things they say your vehicle needs. I'll put links in the description to additional information that could possibly also help you. I'm also going to put a link in the description to Mercury Insurance, who was our sponsor on this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all those things that help me make a living. I really appreciate that. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.